Hi, this is Doug and Cindy with Elder Law Practice 5cast. Thanks for joining in today. This is where we attempt to answer some of your questions that you've posed to us. And one of them is, will an irrevocable trust protect Mama's house? So let's talk about that, revocable versus irrevocable. So at the base level, what's the difference in a revocable trust and an irrevocable trust?
Okay, revocable trust, when you title assets to the trust, it's kind of like, I should have brought my boxes. It's like a box that's got a bunch of holes in it and a lid that opens. So you can take things and put them in that box, and you can open that lid and you can pull things out of that box.
In an irrevocable trust is where you put it in a box, close the lid, and it's in the box. So our boxes magically appear thanks to Matt.
Okay, revocable trust, lots of holes in it, and the lid comes out. Put things in here, take things out anytime you want.
Mom and Dad can put stuff in there anytime. They can take it out anytime.
And because they can do that,
they're in control of it. They are the grantors. They own the trust, and they are the trustees. They control the trust.
And because they have access to it at all times. Anything that's in here, whether it's the house, any type of accounts, are considered countable resources for Medicaid application. So if the house is in here, all of that cash value is considered available resource.
So people go to the nursing home, the way people ask it, the way we hear it sometime, does a revocable trust protect it from the nursing home? That's not the way to think about it, but that's here we hear it.
That's what that, yes.
Yeah.
That's
and
what
so
you ask.
The revocable trust doesn't protect it from the nursing home because everything in there is available to Mom and Dad. They can open the lid anytime and get whatever's in there.
Out.
Yeah. So no, it doesn't protect it. It's just a way of holding it. And the main purpose, the revocable trust is good because it helps you avoid probate, and that's kind of a big thing that a lot of people want to avoid. We've done hundreds of revocable trusts over the years, and it's a good tool.
But the way that typically that we use this tool is in the context of planning for the end result. When you need long-term care, your documents, your trust, and your monies go together to help the people that you have chosen to be your caregivers, your agents, your representatives, help you stay at home as long as possible. So we use that a lot. And long-term care insurance a lot with this type of trust.
Yeah, that's what what I used to refer to as the Cadillac estate plan. It's like if you've got everything in here and you can get access to it anytime you want, and you pass it to your kids at your death without probate. And then if you've got long-term care insurance to help pay for your care, if you go to a nursing home, those two married together, that's a good way to go. Now, let's talk about this one, trust with a solid top. So
irrevocable trust.
This one, you open it up, you put your stuff in here, and then boom, close it up, it's closed. And so Mom and Dad can't get in it. If it's structured properly. Now, trust is really just a bunch of paper with words on it, and then the words can say anything. But to be protected where it's not an available asset to Mom or Dad, where if they go to a nursing home down the road, it's got to be set where they can't get access to the principal. It's put in here. Maybe one of their kids would have access to it, but they don't. Mom and Dad do not. They lose. And for a lot of people, that's kind of a deal breaker with an irrevocable trust. You mean I don't have control over my stuff anymore? Typically, that's the way it is now. I've seen some attorneys stretch it with some fancy planning provisions, but seem like the fancier you get, the more subject it is to attack. So typically with an irrevocable trust, you put it in here, assets are not available to you, and the other big catch is, most of you have heard the term 5-year look-back rule. The transfer must have been made more than 5 years before the person declines and goes to the nursing home and needs to apply for Medicaid assistance. So 5-year look back rule. So what this a typical use for this would be some big asset that Mom and Dad want to keep in the family, like a farm, for example. A farm, you can't take it to the grocery store and spend it. It's just a big asset, maybe worth a lot of money. They title the farm to the irrevocable trust, and then after 5 years it's off the table. And then if they need to apply for Medicaid assistance, at least the farm is no longer part of the equation. Their other assets are, but whatever they put in there, such as a farm or rental property or commercial property, is not part of it. So the question was, will an irrevocable trust protect Mama's home? Well, yeah, if Mama's home was put in here more than 5 years from the time Mom goes to the nursing home and applies for Medicaid.
But only if this is properly drafted.
Only if it's properly drafted,
If it's
properly
not,
funded.
then no, it won't.
There's a lot of properties here, but it's got to be done right and for it to work. So, thank you for watching today. For more information on how to protect your loved one's assets from long-term care spin down, click on or check out the description below. Thank you for watching today. We hope to see you again on a future video.